Everything that I've done in the past 12 months has led to this handshake. Every mile, every wash, every oil change. Every time you guys have been calling me the Swede with the 701, I've gained trust from the brand I love the most, Husqvarna. Except Königseggen, but they don't make bikes. So I packed my bag, I put on my shoes and took the train all the way to Husqvarna HQ in Örebro. I walked in and I told them, you guys owe me this. And that's where the story begins.
I can already feel that this bike is super solid. And big. Oh, damn. So, this is the first miles on the Husqvarna Norden 901. And this is the expedition version. So it's the top of the line version of the two. And I gotta say, the first impression that I have of the bike is that I love that this bike makes me man spread. It's a natural man spreading sitting position. I don't think I've ever seen one of these on the roads in Sweden. Not that I've seen them somewhere else in the world, but I've never seen one at all. The only downside for you guys is the windshield. It's a bit in the way for the camera. I'm gonna make a stop somewhere so you guys can see the whole bike. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been this excited in riding for a few years. The fact that Husqvarna let me borrow a Norden 901 expedition even for a whole month this summer I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked. And especially since my target audience, you guys watching, is not necessarily the type that buys adventure bikes. And me myself, this is actually the first adventure bike I've ever ridden. But since you guys call me the Swede with the 701, of course it feels super natural sitting on a Husqvarna. So I'm in Örebro at the moment. I just picked it up, as you guys saw. And it's super hot, so I'm gonna be short this video. This is just a video of me picking it up and just getting used to the bike. So I'm saving some of the bike talk until another video. I'm gonna make a super thorough review of the bike with my honest opinion and thoughts of riding an adventure bike. But let's just do a quick summary. So this is the Norden 901 Expedition. So this means that it has some upgraded suspension and so on. And this makes it a bit taller than the regular version, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. It's about 105 horsepower. So the 701 has about 74 and this one has 105. But this one is of course much heavier than the 701. I believe the dry weight of this one is about 215 kilograms. So it's heavy and about 100 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, let's get riding some more. Man, it's heavy. I'm so used to the 701. So we have click start. Oh, I'm too weak. I don't have to hold this until it starts. I only have to click and then it starts up by itself. It's insane that it's so nimble for the weight. And also the fact that I'm a tall rider and this bike seems to be perfect for tall riders. So let's see if I can almost, oh my god, I can almost stand straight up comfortable. Super uncommon if you're a tall rider. I'm not even sure if it would be necessary to raise the handlebars of this one. But for example on the 701 I can't stand for shit. So as I said, we're in Örebro, which is a pretty big city outside of I was about to say outside of Stockholm, but no, it's not outside of Stockholm. It's in the middle of the country basically. But since I'm from Stockholm I had to ride the train for about 2 hours. But what I'm thinking is, since we're here, we're gonna check out the city, of course. And I'm actually super familiar with Örebro since I lived here about 1.5 years ago. I lived here for 3 years, which kind of makes me a citizen of Örebro in some ways. Not anymore, but I know this city in and out. So what am I gonna do with this bike all summer? I actually have 2 big trips planned. One to Åland in Finland, and then I'm going to Norway for like 1 week, and that's gonna be a challenge. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a survival survival series on YouTube. For real. I gotta get on the highway soon, but we'll check out the castle and then I'll hit the highway. I got the street mode on. I'm fully fueled up, thank you Husqvarna, and I'm ready to go. I got this big ass chunky mirrors, but that's fine. It's super nice with a big bike like this to be able to see. So I lived here about 3 years while studying system analysis. Believe it or not, but that's why my English is so good. It's all because of my studies. I'm so smart and good at English. But Örebro is a really pretty town. The city is full of life, see? They're already repainting. Like, they're keeping the city in shape. And what the f*** is this? Is that a heart? Is that intestines? Oh. He was really rushing to check out the Norden 901. So far, really nice suspension. I'm a heavy man though, so they might be a bit soft. I'm not sure. I haven't really done any testing except some light cobblestoning, but it should be able to do some serious shit. Yeah, so here's the castle. The only thing I know about the castle is that they believe that it's built around the 1300th century, but they are not sure. And it's pretty beaten up. It's rebuilt a couple of times, so I believe that's why they have the estimate of 1300th century. If you're ever visiting Örebro, you should definitely check out the castle though. Just like I am. But I've seen it a couple of times and it's too hot to stay. First U-turn on cobblestone, feels good. And this is super pretty. I once helped a guy to fish here. I was just sitting eating lunch here by the water, and a guy that has never fished before, he got a super big fish, and he started to panic, like absolute panic, because he couldn't get the fish off the hook. So I had to help him. I had to save that guy. He was like, I've never had fish before. Damn, the fans turned on. Damn, that's some big fans. And the fact that it turned on now, it's 30 degrees outside and I've been riding slow and they just turned on. That's amazing. The cooling must be a lot better than the 701, that's for sure. I think this is the oil temperature. I don't think that there's a way to see the temperature of the bike. Yo, check out the alien tower. So I kind of understand now that people believe in aliens. I've been up there, the view is super amazing. Feels a bit more solid than the 701 going 95. It just goes straight without you having to do anything. And now it's super windy outside and it's just heading straight. Just ate some McDonald's. And if you're watching from the US, the McDonald's is not the same as you guys have, so don't judge me. It's good here. It's like restaurant quality. I'm not even capping. Yeah, it pulls. It pulls. It kind of feels like a Dodge Ram, but a motorcycle, especially when accelerating. I'm pretty sure I will love this bike. There's no doubt about it. One thing that's gonna be interesting to find out is if I will like the riding style of adventure biking. Because it's a different way of life. I'm already more calm. I'm already enjoying life much more. So I would probably like that as well. But I'm probably gonna try out freezing in the woods by myself. Trying to unpack some weird ass sheep tent. So that's gonna be interesting for sure. It's like I'm a test dummy for the whole supermoto community. To get home to Stockholm, I'm avoiding as much highway as possible. So right now we are driving through the town called Arboga. And they are probably most famous for a beer that's very strong, that people in the last couple of years has begun to like heat up before they drink it, and then they call it Varmboga. And this beer is, I have nothing against Arboga, the city, look. It's beautiful for sure, but the beer is, man, it's too strong. It's impossible to make a well-tasting beer with that amount of alcohol in it.
A few moments later.
The GPS took me the wrong direction. But I guess that's part of being an adventure biker. I gotta take the loss and then just regain ground. Yeah! I think the kids are fighting in that car. I can tell by the way that it's moving, and I can see the kids arguing in the back. Super windy, but we're gonna try out the cruise control. So, to turn on the cruise control, you just have to do like this, and then you can see on the screen that it's on, and then you just set whichever speed you want by clicking this. So now it's set to 100. That's a nice bike. So then it's cruise control. I can just let go of this hand if I want to. It feels pretty weird, I must say. I'm very unused to the feeling of not having to be on the throttle all the time. If I don't want to turn it off, I can't just hit this switch again and turn it off. But if I just want to pause it, I can just pause it by twisting the throttle forward. I know, I thought that I heard the wrong thing when I heard it, but you twist it forward, just like that. And then it paused. So then I can go again. And then instead of turning everything on and then hitting speed, I can just set the speed again, just like that. And now it's set to 90. This bike is 100% designed for tall people. I can stand like this and see, I can reach the bars without any problem. I don't have to like scooch forward to be able to reach. So that's super nice. I can stand like this and turn. I feel super comfortable standing on this one. I'm pretty sure that there's no other bike on the market that has this height. So that's nice. Oh yeah, I have cruise control, I forgot. The most unexciting motovlog ever, just me sitting with cruise control. This is the first attempt of filtering with the new bike. I just gotta remember that I have two large bags sticking out like 2 meters. So except that, it's all just like normal. Note to self, do not put your GoPro batteries strapped inside a bag, inside a bag, inside a bag in 31 degrees of heat. Oh my god, took like 15 minutes just to get one GoPro battery out. But now we got the GoPro battery. This is the perfect straight to do a speed run. I was thinking about putting on my seatbelt, but I realized, alright. Yep, it moves. I'm always fooled by the fact that this looks like the ocean. But it's not. It's only solar panels. I found another view on the dash. Look at this. Look how clean this is. It's so influencer friendly. Super YouTube friendly, so you guys can see clearly which gear and speed and so on. It's not good for me though. I'm about to end up in jail! The funny thing with riding a bike like this is you have more freedom to f*** around, because people don't care. Because it's like, this is not a hooligan bike. It doesn't look like a hooligan bike, so people aren't pissed off. People think that you are just a professional adventure biker. Wanna see this Porsche get smoked? Hell yeah! Should I raise the moped, guys? Should I? That's another fun thing with adventure biking. No one expects nothing from an adventure bike. That's the thing. It's lovely. No one trolls on these things.
2,000 years later.
And here we are from Örebro to Stockholm. We did about, let's say, 40 miles. Can that be right? I have no clue. 30 or 40 miles or 25 miles. No clue. I think 30 miles. Let's say 30 miles. So as I said in the beginning, this video was just to let you guys know that I will have this bike for 1 month. Big shout out to Husqvarna Scandinavia for letting me borrow this. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see what this beast can do. I'll see you in another video. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.
I've tried my best.